It's Thursday, September the 23rd, 2021. I'm here at one of the entrances to Gibbons Park in London, Ontario. And after 2 days of rain and a state of emergency declared in Middlesex County due to flooding, this is Gibbons Park along the Thames River. And I'm at my favorite bench along the river in the entire city. It's this one right here. It's my favorite bench because I've loved that tree. I moved to London when I was 20 years old. I've always lived within a block or two of the river, so I've spent a lot of time hiking and cycling along this river and saw this tree the first time I came down this river. Seems kind of spooky because it always looks like that, always. It doesn't have lush leaves in the summer. It always looks like this spooky kind of tree. And this just became the bench that I always stopped at. So I figured this is the bench to make this video at. Video that I am going to call Dun Dun Dun.
Producing Winterwind Productions.
And yes, I'm being cheesy. How's this for an inauspicious start? This little handheld tripod that I've barely ever used just really sits on my desk. It's only the second time I've taken it outside, and the plastic just gave up the ghost and snapped. That's quality products for you these days. They just don't last. Alrighty, let's try and flip this phone around. Action shot. Whew. There we are. It's not going to be comfortable, but producing Winterwind Productions, aka fault starts at Winterwind number 379, because it's been 4 months since I've done anything. The last thing was that Vox Mini Super Beetle review. Gets great traffic, by the way, so that's kind of cool. Actually, all the reviews I've written seem to get decent traffic and are well ranked, so grateful for that. Should capitalize on it, right? Well, there are a few factors involved in me not doing anything for 4 months. So, what are the factors that are holding me back with Winterwind? Say there are 3 key points, subsections to each, of course, because everything's interconnected. But the first would be mental, emotional, and physical well-being. I have arthritis. I'm in my 40s. Honestly, there are times I wonder how much longer I'll actually be able to play the guitar. Kind of sucks. Mental and emotional health. Fun fact, we as a people, as a society, still have a stigma on the word depression or the term mental health. Sadly funny in a way. As a musician, you can write about the blues and sing about feeling low down, and that's okay. If you're a writer doing film or television, you can do these moving dramas about people going through difficult periods of life, and they dig down deep and they overcome it, and it's heartwarming and you win awards, and it's a feel-good film, and that's all fine. We can sing about it and we can write about it, but we just can't talk about it because we have some bizarre stigma. Don't get it, but since I fought a running battle with depression for pretty much the majority of my life, may as well do a series on that. That's a plan of mine, a series of videos on depression. Next factor, environment. My working environment, and I literally do mean environment, as in climate change is real, and for the average person in the average apartment, that is not a brand new build done by a contractor that understands how to properly build for the world that we live in now. My place for music and recording videos, unusable 4 months of the year. I have to run 2 ACs, 4 fans, and a dehumidifier to maintain a habitable climate for my wife and I. Not to mention protecting my gear, because you know, guitars are supposed to be maintained around 20 Celsius, 30 to 50% humidity. So you need lots of big noise-making machines to maintain that environment in this world. And yeah, basically June, July, August, and bits of September, I can't do anything other than live inside a jet engine. Okay, it's starting to rain, so good thing I'm at point number 3. Just have to keep stopping, and I find this funny. I live about a click away from here, and there's an entrance to the trail. This trail runs pretty much all along the Thames here in London. So at the entrance by my apartment, and it's just a trail, it's not a park, there's 2 city trucks, 3 city employees sitting there saying, hey folks, it's flooded, you can't walk down the pathway. But here at the entrance to the park, there have been over a dozen people that have walked up or cycled up just in the short time I've been trying to make this video. And there's nobody from the city at this entrance saying, hey folks, I find that really funny. A low traffic area, they got 3 guys. A high traffic area, there's nobody. But that actually does lead me to my next point. The final point, good help is hard to find. I started Winterwind, it was always supposed to be a team. It was supposed to be a group. It's never worked out that way. I've got yet another person coming up. You won't be able to get through. Have a good day. But yeah, Winterwind was always supposed to be a team. It wasn't supposed to be me. I wanted to work with other musicians, other writers, you know, other people that dabble in comedy. It's very hard to put that sort of thing together when it's an international group where nobody ever meets face to face. So I wanted to start connecting with people locally to work with, and then along came COVID, so we're a year and a half into that. Yeah, but hopefully the fall's here. I have got, oh my god, years worth of material, songs, comedy sketches, ideas for articles and videos. So now that the fall's here, my apartment is actually usable again. Yeah, fingers crossed I'll get something done. But right now, I need to pack up and put my phone away before I need to buy a new one. So stay tuned. I've said it before. Set myself these little goals. You know, I'll do a video every 2 weeks. I'm just gonna see what happens, and we'll go from there. And 2 more people want to take a walk through the water.